want to learn something new about somebody, how do you do it? Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I do it as an author. Welcome back. I'm Robin Christine DeMarco, and this is my journey on making a living as a full-time author. For several years, I have been working as a full-time author, but I'm not making enough to make a full-time living off of it. And this is the journey we're taking on increasing my sales and my readership so that it will support me full-time. As a reader, it's okay to consider the characters in the book as fictional, but the writer has to have more details. We have to have more in-depth knowledge of these people. So the question becomes, how do we do it? How do we bring these characters from being just figures on the board into something that's real life to us? And the reality is, every writer is going to have a different way to do it. So I'm going to share how I do this and what I'm using to bring a character out. So I'm going to turn back to the computer and we're going to take a look over what I've got here. Okay, so here we are in the character sheet that I use. And you'll notice this is a very basic setup. What I'm doing is I'm looking for the general attributes of my character first. And that's, typical name, age, sex, the gender, because sometimes we want to have a character that's a variant of some sort. They may not, their gender may not agree with their biologic sex. We want their marital status. Then the general description, their eye color, hair color, height, weight, how they're built. This is giving us a general picture that we're going to be able to work off of to build our character. It also is going to give us a little bit of insight to where they're going to go. Okay, the next section is really just sitting down and having an interview with the character. I asked them about 20 different questions. When I say ask them, I try to put my mind into their sense. Where do they fit? How do they fit? What are they thinking about? And how they're going to react to a given situation. And when I ask these questions, I don't sit there and ponder the answer. I literally type these immediately. You'll notice as you're watching the screen that the answers are popping up pretty quick. There's no going back and editing things. It's just, what do they come out with? And so that's where we start with. This tells me how the character is going to react in any situation. Okay, so there we go. We've got a pretty good idea of what our character is going to look like. And now, because we've taken the time to go through this process, we can actually see what he's going to be like. Now, what this does, again, this is going to allow me to actually really to start to know him and see how he's going to react in certain situations. And this becomes important because we know that every person has strengths and weaknesses. They have good points, bad points, and they're going to have everything in between, really. And these flaws are the characteristics that make us who we are. And until we know that, we don't know how we're going to react to a situation. And this allows me to actually go through the process of developing this character in a way that's going to make him a believable character. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I do this, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.